Okay, imagine if you will, I'm walking through JB Hi-Fi and I see all these Pokemon movies. Sure enough, I see a movie called Pokemon Clash of Ages that features every single legendary Pokemon on the cover. That sounds like an epic movie. Let's watch it. I really didn't think it could happen. A Pokemon movie so bad, it's left me speechless. Of course, a bad movie was bound to happen, but I just never expected something like this. A movie so bad that I feel I can't just review it. I have to analyze it. And yeah, I know a lot of you are complaining that we're skipping movies, but we honestly can't do them all in 1 month. We could have just kept going in chronological order until we ran out of time, but I seriously have to warn you. Yes, warn you about this movie. Prepare your brain cells, as I once again have to dwell into the insanity that calls itself Pokemon Clash of Ages. We start off by meeting our brand new legendary Pokemon, Hoopa. Gee, I wonder where it gets its name from. So much bling for a Pokemon. This big guy starts off as a charitable Pokemon, granting the people whatever they desire, only to suddenly turn into a ferocious monster, destroying everything in its sight, just because it wants to. In comes the one who can silence the destruction with a lamp. Alright, so ever since Pokemon Black and White, the Pokemon franchise has broadened its horizons by creating new environments related to New York, Paris, and now Hawaii. Here, we have one of the coolest ideas for a setting, which is practically Dubai, and since we have a Middle Eastern setting, we might as well get a genie Pokemon with a lamp included. I guess we've never had a friend like Hoopa? I'll shut up now. The next scene takes place 100 years later.
Arabian Nights, like Arabian days.
I should know better, but I just couldn't resist. We see a mysterious man flying into the desert looking for— Why are you looking for that, sir? The very thing that endangered your people is right there. And you want it why? Okay, so far so good. We've got a creative atmosphere, an intriguing plot with a lamp, prism bottle that sealed a gigantic Pokemon, and new characters to help us follow the plot. How can we mess this up?
As Ash continues his journey to become a Pokemon Master, he and his friends take time for some rest and relaxation at a Pokemon Center in the desert.
And there you go! There you go, you just ruined it. Right there. Right, all this here, you ruined it. You know, I have to ask this. Ash, why are you still in the show? The more diverse and wonderful the games have become, the more dated and boring the show keeps getting. There's a reason why people like watching the OVA spin-offs. We get new characters and a new story to follow. With this series, however, it's just Ash's never-ending journey, where he somehow never ages and somehow forgets about the Pokemon he already met in the past. That ticked off a lot of people. Now, this series is one thing. It feels like Ash has to somehow be in the series no matter what. But with the movies, especially this one, it feels like he's been pushed in there for no other reason than it's a Pokemon movie. So, Ash just has to be there. I mean, look at this. How the hell did they wander all the way from the Kalos regions into the middle of a desert?
As Ash continues his journey to become a Pokemon Master, he and his friends take time for some rest and relaxation at a Pokemon Center in the desert.
How? How did you get there? This is never explained at all. They just happen to be in the middle of a desert that just happens to have a Pokemon Center with a pool. Oh, times are hard for this group, I guess. It sounds like they want to travel to Dahara City. Creativity at its finest, people, and they take a rest stop before they get to the city. I'll buy that for now. Sure enough, as they're having a good time eating donuts, Proof! Proof that you literally have to drag Ash into the story! This whole plot has nothing to do with Ash, so they just literally found a way to drag him in like this. And half naked. Sure enough, he's pulled into the story's main setting, Dahara City, to which he was randomly transported there by...
Were you surprised?
This annoying Pokemon. Turns out this little guy is...
Hoopla!
Turns out this little guy is...
Hoopla!
Turns out this...
Hoopla! Hoopla!
Turns out this little guy is Hoopa. I'll explain once we get to the exposition point. Hoopa gets bored easily, so he wanted to pull some pranks on the gang, only to accidentally drag Ash to the city. The plot gods demandeth. And from here, we partake in...
Only Hoopering!
You know, I'm impressed. I thought maybe we'd go along with a genie theme and give Ash and Pikachu a magic carpet ride, but this is more annoying than I could ever comprehend. Good job, team. Yay, team. Well, wait, hold up. The cosplay Pikachus? Really? This is already an ad to showcase all the legendaries, but we have to show all the cosplay Pikachus from the contest features? No! Bad movie. Bad. Go to your room and think about what you've done.
Were you surprised?
Yes, but not in a good way, Hoopa. Eventually, we get right back onto the plot, which was... Well, let's hope this lady can tell us. This is Mireille. Her and her brother Barris are Hoopa's sole protectors. Even though Hoopa can cause trouble from time to time, Mireille can easily bribe him with... donuts. Yeah, there are a lot of donuts in this movie. Ash and the gang were eating donuts at the beginning of the movie. Here's Mireille with a donut, and the childhood flashback we get also has kids eating donuts. This pretty much answers the age-old question of what do the humans eat if the animals are Pokemon, and there's even grass-type Pokemon. So since they feel bad about eating Pokemon, their next solution is sugar. Let's hope Sun and Moon don't make a donut Pokemon or these people are gonna starve. Well, let's not ponder anymore and get right back onto the plot, and can someone please give Ash some freaking clothes? Thank you! So far in the story, we're just analyzing this new Pokemon and its talent to create hoops that can allow Hoopa to grab anything from anywhere and even send people anywhere. The only problem is, Hoopa can't make it through his own hoops. Aw, poor little guy.
Well, looky what we have here. The toy
Accompanied by Pikachu.
Ugh, seriously guys, Team Rocket shouldn't be existing right now. Why are you still here? You only have one purpose in the movie, as usual, and we'll address that later. For now, just play that one note you've always been playing for 19 years now. Oh look, here comes the plot. It's about damn time. This is our treasure hunter from before and Mireille's brother, Barris. Is he evil? Does he want the lamp for some selfish reason? Well, now that Giant Hoopa is back, he begins to terrorize the area when he sees the prison bottle. In an attempt to destroy his former prison, Hoopa uses his powers to take a piece of a building and throw it at our heroes.
Pikachu! Thunderbolt, let's go!
Bullshit! Bullshit! How can Pikachu's lightning just blow up a building that could possibly inhabit innocent people in there? It's official. Pikachu has a body count. Mireille is able to use the bottle to shrink Hoopa back to its small size, and Clement is able to use his convenient invention to hold onto the lamp, since touching the lamp could cause someone to be possessed again, like Barris. Now for the ultimate question. Why was he looking for the bottle that contained a deadly Pokemon in it? Well, it turns out these particular people were somehow blessed with the almighty power of Jesus' Pokemon, Arceus.
Oh, don't grovel. One thing I can't stand is people groveling.
Sorry.
Barris Barris and Murray's great-grandfather Grizz was able to master his Poke-Jesus powers to suppress Hoopa's powers while also turning it into a travel-sized toy that can be yours for the not-so-low price of $29 on— Oh, come on! I was kidding!
Are you surprised?
Will you ever stop saying that? I'm gonna take a huge guess and say, no, you're not. So basically, Barris and Murray grew up with Hoopa and felt he's learned how to be compassionate towards humanity. So conveniently, after dear Grandpa dies, they go on a search to find the prison bottle and turn Hoopa back to his old self. Yeah, that was so bright on you guys considering what happened earlier. Well, now that the prison bottle is protected by Clement's invention, our heroes can try to research it and see why Hoopa can't control his regular form. Cue in the one thing Team Rocket will do to this entire movie.
Here's the bottle!
And a fine bottle it is as well. You mustn't touch that.
Guess you're a little late on that, pal.
Yep, Team Rocket grabs the bottle, which possesses Meow to unleash Hoopa's powers. However, the power that was once attached to Hoopa wants to form its own entity since it's pretty angry for being trapped for over 100 years. And now we meet our main antagonist, Shadow Hoopa, an entity made of pure anger and fury that wants to make the real Hoopa disappear. You serve your purpose, Team Rocket. Now off you go!
Team Rocket!
The movie seriously only had Team Rocket for that one scene. That was their only purpose in the movie. Wow, that is seriously stretching this 19-year-old one-note wonder too damn far. During the process, the bottle that sealed away Hoopa's powers broke into pieces. So with nothing to stop the fury, Hoopa summons up a Pokemon that may be able to stop this threat from destroying him and the city. Lugia! Finally, this movie promises some legendaries and we're gonna get some. While Lugia is fighting off Hoopa, our heroes run off in the same area to assess the damage. So what can they do to stop this demonic shadow?
We need a new bottle. We can make another.
Another prison bottle? Make another?
Yes.
Sure, we totally have time for that. So while Barris and the others head to the Dahara Tower to make a new bottle, Ash stays with Hoopa since, well, Hoopa still can't travel through his own hoops, and they really shouldn't lure evil Hoopa to the tower. So we watch as Ash, Pikachu, and Hoopa run around the city hiding from evil Hoopa.
If power comes back, Hoopa will grant Ashkan a wish!
I want to be a Pokemon Master. That's my only wish.
Yes, and how long have you had that wish now, sir? You never age. Evil Hoopa tries to hunt down Hoopa by using his hoops while forgetting that a certain legendary Pokemon is trying to beat him up. Well, thanks anyway, Lugia. Seriously, that's the last time you ever see Lugia in the movie. This made me irrationally mad, and not for Pokemon 2000 reasons. So that's one legendary off the list. What do Ash and Hoopa do now? Summon more legendaries, of course. With Hoopa, it's that easy.
Latias! Latios! And Rayquaza! Were you surprised?
Oh, shut up, Hoopa! So, while Ash and Hoopa soar through the skies to escape from evil Hoopa, Barris and Murray do their best efforts to put the prison bottle back together while ripping off the fifth element. That's right, in order to make a new bottle, they must combine the elements of fire, earth, and water. Not to be nitpicky, but I must. Shouldn't air be a part of the elements too? Why you gotta hate airbenders? In order to fight back with more power, evil Hoopa summons up even more legendary Pokemon.
Legendary Pokemon galore!
They're everywhere!
A legendary luau!
Hey! How'd you guys get back in the movie? Go away. Get out of here. You're not important anymore. Now that evil Hoopa's got Ash outnumbered, how will our heroes fight back? Oh, just advertise Mega Evolution already. I mean, you conveniently grabbed Rayquaza, Latios, and Latias for a reason. Just do it. Yep, because there's not enough advertising in this film now, is there? assume that nobody is in those buildings? The body count is climbing, people. Oh, crap, there goes Ash. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Were you surprised?
Killed it! Any cool moment that happens in the movie is instantly killed by Hoopa. During this epic fight of legendaries, evil Hoopa finally gets the idea to attack the Dahara Tower since he can sense the bottle being formed. So how does Ash stop him? Wrap a tornado around the building, of course. Genius? I know I'm too old to question cartoon logic, but wow. Evil Hoopa proves that he's too strong against a tornado, and just when it seems it's over for our heroes, by the power of Poke Jesus, I have the power! Barris silences evil Hoopa into the bottle, only to have the bottle jump up into the air. Ash catches the bottle in time, only to end up fighting the Fury that lies within the bottle. The Fury wants Hoopa to disappear so that it can take over as the real Hoopa, but with the love that was given to Hoopa over the past century, Hoopa shares his memories with the Fury to try and show it that the world is waiting for the real Hoopa to come back and be its real self. Oh yes, after all the damage it caused, I'm sure the citizens in Dahara are just waiting with anticipation.
Come on, were you surprised?
Oh, come on, stop it! Through his words, the evil shadow that possessed Hoopa's true power is gone.
The evil power is gone.
Oh, Ash, thank you.
Thank you, Ash! Hoopa was the one that saved him, come on! Why does Ash have to be the center of attention all the time? I'm calling translation error here. Translation error! We were lost in translation, people. So the day is saved and the legendary Pokemon are at peace again. Things couldn't be better for... Oh yeah, because there's too many legendary Pokemon in the area, time and space is completely warped. Whoops. With no other alternatives, Ash opens the prison bottle to give Hoopa his true power in order to help everyone escape from the sudden time warp. Yes, because I'm sure the citizens are willing to trust a very Pokemon that totally doesn't look like the other Pokemon that nearly killed them all.
Here and now, the true power of Hoopa!
Well, at least he's got evacuation powers. Okay, coming from someone who works at a theme park and needs to know how to evacuate civilians in case of emergencies, this scene made me laugh. Hoopa, use evacuation mode! So as pointless as this scene may be, it was at least put into the movie for one good reason. To see if Hoopa can make it through his hoops. Oh no, he can't make it, and he's running out of time!
The time and space rift, it's stopped.
Huh?
Is it?
Thank you, Poke Jesus! I guess when they said it was all legendaries, they meant it. So what is it? What is it that Hoopa has to learn in order to break the seal and finally go through his hoop? By remembering that he is family. Well, I've heard worse. By realizing what Grandpa really meant, Hoopa is finally able to jump through the ring thanks to the power of friendship and Poke Jesus. There, now I've made my glorious cameo. This movie is officially over. Tally-ho! And that was Pokemon Clash of Ages. Aren't you just happy to share my pain? I am just in awe. They took an amazing setup with a genuinely creative idea for a movie and somehow ruined it. Hoopa was annoying, Ash was only there to be the hero as always, and the entire movie felt like it was just one long commercial. Here comes Cosplay Pikachu, here's a cute little Hoopa you can buy, and here are all the legendaries for you to look at while we subtly throw in some Mega Evolutions. Look, I know the past movies are no better since they're mostly there to advertise the new incredible Pokemon. Mew, Mewtwo, Lugia, Entei, etc., etc. But at least the writers made something creative with those products. They brought us amazingly memorable stories that made us love the characters and the new Pokemon. Here, it was just non-stop annoyances, trying way too hard to advertise their products. Am I surprised? No. At this late in the game, I'm not. All good things start out great, only to eventually down spiral from time to time. With every great idea, there's bound to be a bad one right after it. Will the newest movies be just as bad? Who knows? But at least we still have some good movies to turn to in case they are. When it comes to this movie, I'd say the setting is amazing and Giant Hoopa is a pretty cool Pokemon. Everything else in the movie is just a complete mess that I, for one, do not recommend. I can't stop you from watching it though. If you want to share my pain and see this for yourself, check out, with caution, Pokemon Clash of Ages. Want to support the production? Check out our brand new store on Store Envy. For a small price, you can have a one-of-a-kind poster made by yours truly. If you can only give a small amount to help us out, check out our Patreon page. Any amount you wish to give us goes towards our production needs, so anything you can give us helps us a lot. To keep up with the latest in Anime America stuff, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Tumblr. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe to Anime America for more awesome reviews and top 10 lists. If you're interested in anything in pop culture, be sure to subscribe to Pop Spectrum. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.